Hi children, today let's start our class with a story of a cute little girl. She always wear a red coat with a hood. So everyone call her the Little Red Riding Hood. The name of our story is The Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red Riding Hood lived in a village which was near a big forest. She lived with her mother. Little Red Riding Hood was living with her mother. At the other end of the forest, there lived Little Red Riding Hood's grandmother. She was living in a small cottage and she lived alone. One day, Little Red Riding Hood thought to visit her grandmother. For that, she went near to her mother and asked the permission. How will you ask permission from your mother? Yes, Little Red Riding Hood asked, Mama, I want to visit grandmother. Can I go and meet her? Then the mother replied, Yes, you may, my Little Red Riding Hood. I will give you some cookies to grandma too. But you must be careful while going through forest. Don't talk to strangers on the way to grandma's house and don't wander in the woods. Then Little Red Riding Hood replied, I will be careful, Mama. Little Red Riding Hood's mother put some cookies in the basket and gave the basket to Little Red Riding Hood and said, This basket is full of cookies. These are your grandma's favorite things. You please give this to grandma. And always remember what I said. What mother said? Mother said, don't talk to strangers on the way to grandma's house and don't wander in the woods. Then Little Red Riding Hood replied, I will remember, Mama. Goodbye. Then Little Red Riding Hood started her journey to grandma's house. It was a bright morning, so she enjoyed her walk through the forest. At that time, who came near to her, A bad wolf. He came and asked her, Where are you going, the little girl? At that time, our Little Red Riding Hood forgot what Mama said. She said, I am going to visit my grandma. She is staying at the other end of the forest and she is staying alone there in a cottage. Then the bad wolf learned that where this little girl is going. He learned that this little girl is going to her grandma's house. So if I reach there, I can eat both of them. I can eat grandma and the Little Red Riding Hood also. The wolf ran fast and reached the grandma's house. Then he rushed into the house and locked grandma in a cupboard. Then what he did, He dressed up like grandma and laid on the bed. See, can you see here? The wolf dressed up like a grandma. After a while, the Little Red Riding Hood reached her grandmother's house and she knocked the door. At that time, the wolf who dressed up like the grandma changed his voice and said, Come in. Then Little Red Riding Hood entered the house and she went near grandma who was lying on the bed. Then Little Red Riding Hood said, Hi grandma, it's me, the Little Red Riding Hood. But when Little Red Riding Hood went closer to grandma, she felt something very strange. She asked grandma, Oh grandma, what big ears you have. Wolf replied, I have big ears to hear you better, my dear. Little Red Riding Hood said, "Oh Grandma, what a big eyes you have!" The wolf was very hungry and he started playing a trick. He said, "I have big eyes. To see you better, my dear, come closer to me." At that time, the Little Red Riding Hood noticed the teeth. She asked, "Oh Grandma, what a big teeth you have!" Then the wolf said, "I have big teeth to eat you better, my dear," and he jumped from the bed. The Little Red Riding Hood was scared and she cried for help. "Help! Help! Somebody come and help me! A wolf is attacking me!" Meanwhile, there was a woodcutter who was passing through the village. He heard the voice of Little Red Riding Hood. Then he ran and came inside grandmother's house. Then he saw a wolf is attacking the little girl. Then what did he do? He took his axe and hit the wolf with that one and drove the wolf away to the forest. The woodcutter then opened the cupboard and got grandmother out. The grandmother and Little Red Riding Hood said thank you to the woodcutter and gave him some cookies. So, from this incident, the Little Red Riding Hood learned a lesson. What is that? She learned that we should always listen to our mother and we should not talk to strangers. Correct? What is the moral of the story, children? We should not talk to strangers and we should always obey our mother's words. Okay? I hope you have enjoyed the story. So dear children, shall we learn something more now? Let's learn about shapes. Can you tell me the name of the shapes which you have already learned? Circle, square, triangle, diamond. Yes, you have already learned all these shapes in LKG. But in UKG, what are you going to learn? You are going to learn how these shapes are classified and what are solid shapes. So my dear children, we have two types of shapes. One flat shapes and the other one solid shapes. So first let's look at flat shapes. So now let's learn what are flat shapes. Flat shapes are closed figure and they will be flat. Look here, ma'am has different shapes. I know you have already learned all these shapes. What you have learned in LKG, they all are flat shapes. See here, let's recap that one. A circle, a square, a triangle, a rectangle, an oval, a semicircle, a diamond shape, a pentagon and a hexagon. These all, you can look at that shapes, these all are closed and they are flat. So these shapes we call it as flat shapes. So children, can we keep this circle on a flat surface without any support? No, right? We cannot keep. We have to hold it, then only it will stand straight. So we cannot keep flat shapes on a plain surface without any support. But some other shapes we can keep it on the plain surface and they stand straight without any support. Those shapes are known as solid shapes. These solid shapes are also known as 3D shapes. 3D means three-dimensional shapes and flat shapes are known as two-dimensional shapes or 2D shapes. So, let's learn more about solid shapes. An example of solid shape is a sphere. What is this? It's a sphere. How does it look like? Yes, it looks like a ball, correct? The sphere looks like a ball, and when we look from any side of this sphere, it looks same. If I see like this, it looks same. If I see like this, it looks same, correct? Yes, and this shape we call it as sphere. Now can you tell me what is the difference between a circle and a sphere? A circle is a flat shape. It is thin and flat, but a sphere is a solid and fat. Okay, can you tell me some examples of sphere shape? A ball and sphere look same, correct? Yes, then a globe. What is this? It's a globe. A globe also looks sphere shape, correct? Then, can you tell me a few more examples? An orange, yes, and some lollipops you can see in sphere shape, correct? So, this shape is known as sphere shape and it is a solid shape. Now, let's look at another solid shape. This is the one. This is a cube. What is that? A cube. You can see a square shape in cube, right? A cube has 6 sides. Let's count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in all 6 sides there is a square shape. Look from any side, there are squares. So, this shape, as ma'am told, solid shapes we can keep on a flat surface. So, these shapes, see, I can keep it on my hand. Without support, it can stand straight, correct? So, cube is a solid shape, correct? Now, can you tell me some examples of cube shape? 1. What is this? Yes, it's a Rubik's cube. It is in cube shape. As ma'am told, it has 6 sides and all the sides we can see squares. So, Rubik's cube is in cube shape. Then, more examples. A dice. A dice is in cube shape. Dice, you know dice which we used to play? Ludo or snake and ladder? Yes? And few more examples can you tell me in cube shape? See, this is a cube shape. You can see square in all the sides. All the 6 sides you can see square. This is a cube shape. So, now we learned 2 solid shapes. They are sphere and cube. Dear children, can you tell me the name of this solid shape? This is a cylinder shape. What is that? Cylinder. Look at this cylinder shape. On both sides, above and below, we have circle and its body is curved. And I can keep this cylinder shape on my hand. So, cylinder is a example of solid shape. The shape is known as cylinder shape. Can you give me a few examples of cylinder shapes? Yes? They are. Here I have a fevistick. What is this shape? It's a cylinder shape. See? Here above and below. We have circle and its body is curved. So it is in cylinder shape. And look at this glass. Here it's circle and below it's circle and its body is curved. So this glass is in cylinder shape. And look at this bottle. This is also in cylinder shape, right? See, above have circle and below have circle and its body is curved. And another example of cylinder shape is a chalk. A chalk is also in cylinder shape. Can you give me more examples? Yes? A gas cylinder, it is also in cylinder shape, and can, like Pepsi can, that is also in cylinder shape. So, cylinder is an example of solid shape. Now, let's look at another example of solid shape. This shape you all might be knowing. It looks like a birthday cap. Can you guess the name of this shape? It is a cone shape. It is a cone shape. Look at this cone shape. It is pointed above and there is a circle below. The cone shape is pointed above and circle below. This shape we can keep it on a flat surface and it can stand straight without any support. So this is a solid shape. Okay. How does it look like? It looks like a ice cream cone, right? Yes, ice cream cone is an example of cone shape. Can you tell me a few more examples? A birthday cap. A birthday cap is also in cone shape. And some carrots we can see in cone shape. Circle and pointed part, correct? So children, can we recall all the shapes which we have learned today? Today we learned about 4 solid shapes. Which are they? A sphere which looks like a ball. A sphere shape which looks like a ball. Then a cube shape which looks like a curtain box. A cube shape which looks like a curtain box. Then a cylinder shape which looks like a can. A cylinder shape which looks like a can. And a cone shape which looks like a birthday cap. A cone shape which looks like a birthday cap. So children, now I will give you an activity for you on solid shapes. You have to make these solid shapes with the clay. You can make solid shapes with the clay. And ma'am will see how you have done it in our interactive class. So we have learned a story and about solid shapes. Now let's learn a concept of numbers. Children, do you know skipping? Yes, we use skipping rope for skipping, right? Like that, in numbers we can do skip counting. When we say numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, that is only counting. But we can do skip counting by any number. It can be by 2 or it can be by 5, 10 and by 100 also. So let's learn how to do skip counting in numbers and when we can use this skip counting. That I will explain you through an example. Look here children, ma'am has many crayons. I want to count these. Can you help me to count? Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's taking more time to count. Here, I will show you another method of counting. I am selecting 2 crayons at a time, okay? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. See how fast I have completed counting. Here what ma'am did? I did skip counting by 2. Ma'am did skip counting by 2. We can do skip counting by 5 also. How? For that we have to select 5 crayons at a time. It will be 5, then 10, then 15, then 20, then 21, 22, 23, 24. We can finish counting so fast, right? So, this is the benefit of skip counting. So, skip counting helps us to count large group of objects efficiently. Now, let's see how to do skip counting. Here, I have drawn a number line and we have numbers from 0 to 20. First, we are going to do skip counting by 2's. Skip counting by 2's. So, for that, first you have to circle number 0 because we are starting from number 0. Then, what we are doing? We are doing skip counting by 2's, right? So, we have to skip 2 times. How? From 0 to 1. Then 1 to 2, 1 skip and second skip. So, where I will reach? I will reach on 2. Then how will I show? 0 to 2. Okay? Then next one. How we will do? How many times we have to skip? We have to skip 2 times. So, from 2 let's skip 1, 2. Where I reached? I reached on number 4. So, I have to circle 4. So, when we do skip counting from 2, we will reach on number 4. Now, can you do? When we do skip counting from 4, where we will reach? 1 skip, 2 skips. Where I reach? On number 6. So, from 4, when we do skip counting by 2's, I reached on number 6. So, what we are doing here, children? We are leaving one number and circling the second number, correct? Look here, from 0 to 2, when I did skip counting, I left number 1. And when I did skip counting from 2 to 4, we left number 3. So, in that way, if we do, how we can skip from 6 by 2's? We have to leave number 7 and we have to circle number 8. That means we are skipping 2 times and we reached on 8. Then from 8 to 10. Here we are skipping 2 times and we reach on 10. And we are leaving number 9 and circling number 10. This is the way we do skip counting by 2's. Now let's see how to do skip counting by 5's. Okay? For that, here I am circling this number 0. So, we are doing skip counting by 5's. So, how many times we have to skip? We have to skip 5 times. Let's do from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where we reached? We reached on number 5. So we can circle this. So when we do skip counting from 0, we reached on number 5. Here can you see how many numbers we left? We left number 1, 2, 3, 4. We left 4 numbers and we circled the 5th number. Yes, when we do skip counting by 5, we have to circle the 5th number and we have to leave 4 numbers. Okay, let's do it once more. From 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct? We are on number 10. So, I am circling number 10. So, when we do skip counting by 5 from number 5, I reached on number 10. Here also you can see how many numbers I left? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 numbers I left and I marked the 5th number. You want to do ahead? Yes? Okay, let's do it. From 10. From 10, we are doing skip counting by 5. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where are we now? We are on number 15. So, 5th number is number 15 and we have to jump from 10 to 15. This is how we do skip counting by 5. Okay, now let's do skip counting by tens. It's also very easy. How many times we have to count? We have to count 10. We have to skip 10 times, right? So let's see. First I am circling 0. Now I have to skip 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where am I now? I am on number 10. So, I am circling that number and I will draw from 0 to 10. Here I skipped 10 times and I left 9 numbers. Correct? In the same way, how can we do skip counting by tens from number 10? Let's skip 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where am I now? I am on number 20. So, when we do skip counting by tens from number 10, we will reach on number 20. In the same way, we can do skip counting by any number. It can be 3, 4, 5, 6, any number we can do. Now, I have a question for you. I have a number 14 here. Now you have to tell me what will be the next number if I do skip counting by 2. How will you do that? Every time drawing number line? It is difficult, right? So for that what you have to do? Ma'am said you have to find out the skip counting by 2's. So you have to take 2 fingers in your hand. Okay? Then you have to count. Now the number I have here 14. Then you have to say after 14, 15, 16. Okay. Then if we do skip counting by 2 from 14, what will be the answer? After 14, 15, 16. So I have to write here number 16. Okay, now I will give you another example. I have a number 30. Now you have to tell me what will be the next number if I am doing skip counting by 5. For that, what you have to do? You have to take number 5 on your hand. 5 fingers you have to take. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you have to count from 30. So you will count like this. After 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So when we do skip counting from 30 by 5s, what will be the number? What will be the next number? It will be 35. Isn't it easy? Yes? Please try it by writing many numbers on your slate and find the next number which comes after skip counting by 2s, 5s and 10s. So for a better understanding, let's do an activity. Here, ma'am has written number from 1 to 13 on the floor. You can also do it at your home. Okay. Then ma'am is standing on number 1. Now I have to do skip counting by 2s. Then what ma'am said? We have to leave one number and jump to second number, correct? So from number 1, I will leave number 2 and I have to jump to number 3. Then from number 3, where I have to jump? Number 5. So if we do skip counting by 2s, from number 5 where I have to reach? I should reach on number 7. Here I left number 6 and I jumped on number 7. Now number 9. Correct? In this way you can also try this at your home. Now you want to see how we can jump when we are skip counting by 5? Yes? Okay, let's do that. Now let's do skip counting by 5 from number 1. For that, how many skips I have to take? I have to skip 5 times, right? So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So where did I reach? I reach on number 6. So when I did skip counting by 5s from number 1, I reached on number 6. So in this way you can practice skip counting by number 10 also. Please do it, okay? I hope you all have understood the concept of skip counting clearly. So what we have learned today? First we learned a story. What was the name of the story? The Little Red Riding Hood. And what is the moral of the story? The moral of the story is we shouldn't talk to strangers and we should always obey our parents. Correct? And then we learned about shapes. We learned about flat shapes and solid shapes too. So, can you tell me examples of solid shapes? They are sphere, cube, cylinder and cone. Okay, then we learned about skip counting. Isn't that interesting, skip counting? Please practice skip counting. Okay? So, that's all for now. Children, take care and bye-bye.